strong rule the weak, but the wise rule the strong. Now, this whole podcast is really some next level angles for a lot of you cats who not really, piecing things together, partner. You know what I'm saying? It's Connect 4, but we're trying to connect 100,000, you dig? We're trying to get to the big chips, and part of that is recognizing exactly where you are on this food chain, partner. You know what I'm saying? Where are you in the whole hierarchy of how the world shakes out, homie? You know what I'm saying? You're going to say, oh, Freeman, I'm one of the strong ones. I'm one of this, you know what I'm saying? But let me go through so you know what to do to get to the top level, partner, because a lot of people, man, they not ready, and that's why they never get it. You know what I'm saying? They never analyze their own faults, their own weaknesses, you know what I'm saying, what they say out their mouth, how they react to things. It's a big game coming up here to be disciplined and to be untouchable and to make these big chips, partner. You're seeing a lot of people who don't have that. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's rare to see someone touch it, partner, but I'm trying to get you up to the top. So fall back and listen. And again, let me repeat the title of this podcast. It's strong rule the weak, but the wise rule the strong. And what I want to get into let's just describe the weak people, because and like I said, if I hurt somebody's feelings, just deal with it, partner. I mean, I'm trying to tell you how to get out of something. Let's not get so pissed off that I'm telling you, you know what I'm saying, where you are right now ain't worth a damn, partner. Get up, change your position. That's why you're listening to the Rise and Grind show. But let's start off with the weak. See, there's going to be a whole bunch of cats. This is everybody, homie. It's very hard and very rare to run into someone who is not weak, partner. You know what I'm saying? The whole world is set up around this catering to the weak of all of us. You see what I'm saying? And let me give you some examples. The weak cat always believes, you see all them, if you're watching the news, you see all those teabag party people. They're in a position. Now, if you watch a little bit of politics, I don't advocate it, but if you do, it comes on TV too much for you not to see it. And you see all these cats out here carrying their guns, walking up, marching on Washington, and standing there screaming at people. And realistically, you're looking at the weakest of people, because all they can do about their situation is complain. That's when you know you're weak, partner. When all you can do about something is complain. When you wake up in the morning and you say, you know what, man, I hate going to my job. And then when I get to my job, I hate dealing with Susie. And then I hate dealing with Todd. And I hate the lunch that I got. I wish I had enough money to get more lunch. I hate the car that I drive. I hate the clothes that I wear. You know what I'm saying? I hate that the club charged me too much to get in. You know what I'm saying? These are all the sounds and the dealings of weak people. And all of us start off in this situation, homie. Your boy Freeman started off in that situation too. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm looking at the world wondering why it ain't better. You know what I'm saying? Why can't I went through this game right. I tried to be nice. I tried to take care of my business. And why I'm not getting rewarded. You know what I'm saying? I'm a salt of the earth kind of cat, man. Say what's up to your boy Freeman on the street. I ain't starting no beef with nobody. I stay in my lane. You dig? All that is because I'm trying to say, why can't I be rewarded for nothing? Because that's what weak people do, homie. They want to be rewarded for nothing. You see what I'm saying? I'm a good person. So since I'm a good person, what's the reward for being a good person? Nothing. You know what I'm saying? I try my best to make sure everybody's okay. So what's the reward for that? Nothing. You know what I'm saying? Over and over, a weak person doesn't think that what he does not or she does not want to get up and create something in this world. They want something to be given to them. You understand what I'm saying? Most people call it the victim mentality. I don't call it the victim mentality because I don't really think they're victims, partner. I think they just said, you know what? I can't win. And if you in that position where you can't win, you just deal with it and suffer through it, homie. That's the weakest point. When a man, you see these on TV, you see this in documentaries. There are some people, when they get sick, the doctor says, hold on, and they give up. Because they have already believed, I can't win this. I need your help. And there are some people that miracles happen for. Because he said, I'm not going to give up. No matter my situation, I'm going to do something about it. A weak person never gets over that hurdle. Never. And that's why I told you the strong rule the weak. Because the weak are not going to fight, homie. The weak are not going to get up and make things better for themselves. They're going to come over to my website here, and they're going to jump on and saying, Freeman, what do I do here? What do I do here? How can I do this? And then they got all the game. They go to all the seminars. They listen to every podcast that your boy Freeman ever said. You dig? And they got all this information, but they're not going to do nothing about it. And they're going to forever be weak. Homie, I can't make you fight this war. Homie, I can't make you get out here and create a way for yourself. You know what I'm saying? All I can do is tell you that it's not as hard as you think it is. You know what I'm saying? But if you grew up with that weak-minded mentality, you know what I mean, to see that other people are making money and then to sit back and say, maybe God doesn't want me to have it. You know, that's the way the game is set up, homie. You know what I'm saying? Let me give you a better example. If all the weak people turn strong, it will be hard for anybody to sell anything to anyone. And you got to follow me on this. Because a strong person, at least if he's strong, will get up and go and say, I don't want pickles, I want this, I want that, I don't want this on the burger, I want fries, because they know what they want. You understand what I'm saying? So when they get up, they say what they want. A weak person, well, you know what, forget it, I'll just take the Big Mac the way it is. And that's the way 85% of this world is ran, partner. You understand what I'm saying? Period. You know what I'm saying? A weak person lets everyone else tell them what's cool because they don't have enough backbone to say, I'm determining what's cool. I'm determining what's the trend. A weak person gets up and wear their most skinny jeans all day acting like that's a style, knowing that it got you looking all Chauncey on these streets. You know what I'm saying? A weak person gets up every day and tries to adjust to the trends, knowing that any man you see man to man, you walk up to another man, he adjusts to the trends every 3 minutes, every 3 months. You think, what's wrong with this cat? He watched too much TV. Weak. So I'm trying to put you up on game so you don't walk down these streets and you can identify if you're in this weak section right now, where every day you wake up and you wondering how God gonna put you on. You understand what I mean? You're looking up to the sky saying, I'm looking to receive. Give me the light. That is a weak position. And that's where the majority of the world is, and that's how it always will be, partner. I'm trying to get you up out of that. So let's identify the strong. Okay, you meet these cats in high school, you meet these cats in elementary school. There's always a couple of cats who usually somebody will say, he's the leader of the bunch. Right? He did this, and everybody, rolls with homeboy. You know what I'm saying? He's the one who's talking to all the women. He's the one doing this because he has a little bit better idea of himself. You understand what I'm saying? Besides and away from the rest of the pack. This young partner right here goes down the street, you know what I'm saying, knows how to make his own money, and doesn't really worry about what everybody else does. In fact, all the weaklings come up to him and ask him, how did you get it? Let me put you on. Now, the strong manipulate the weak. You understand what I'm saying? If you ever been in any gang neighborhood, if some of you cats haven't, there's always one cat who will get other people to do stupid stuff for him. Right? This is the strong cat. You know what I'm saying? The weak cat keeps wanting to get put on and be recognized, and this is what a weak person does. This is why I'm always jumping on you dodging the fame, homie. Make your chips. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody wants to get put on, and that is a weak position to somebody who is strong, and the strong person provided the opportunity for you to get put on. You dig? You got to understand where I'm going with this, because I don't want y'all to get lost. A strong person always struck out on his own. You understand what I'm saying? But you have to understand what a strong person really is. A strong person only looks strong because all the weak people are surrounding him. You see what I'm saying? Have you ever been in a situation where you're the only smart one around a whole bunch of dummies? Have you ever been in a group situation where the teacher said, you five get in a group, and you start realizing, man, I'm the strongest one. You know what I'm saying? The rest of these idiots, man, I guess I got to tell them what to do. You know what I'm saying? And you get fed up because you're saying, man, I got to carry the weight of 5 other people with me. That's what a strong person is. Do not make him Jesus just yet, partner. Do not make him top of the food line. Don't make him top shelf of your drinks. Do not put him in that situation yet, because all he has shown is that he is stronger than the weak people he is around. That's all he is. But since there's so many weak people, you understand what I'm saying? Go to spring break. Some of you partners coming back from spring break, there's a couple of cats who's like the ringleader. and then the rest of them are just his boys. It's like, I'm gonna give it about 1 out of 5 cats you meet gonna be strong enough to do something about their situation. You know what I'm saying? And usually that's the way the world shakes out. This 1 out of 5 person is usually the manager at your cable company, or you know what I'm saying, he's the district manager of sewage waste or something. You understand what I mean? He's a strong individual. You know what I'm saying? He was able to rise out of the week and say to himself, I'm not as stupid as everybody I was around, partner. I gotta be about mine a little bit more than these dummies, you dig? But what I want you to get is, this person, all that makes him strong is that in comparison to the weak, you dig? If me and you play basketball, and then you brought your little nephew and he's like 7, and I'm dunking on little homie, somebody gonna say, man, that cat is crazy. But what if it was all of the world was full of 7-year-old boys and I'm dunking on everybody? That's just the nature of the game. That's the way the world shake out. You're going to say, man, that cat is better than everybody, right? But really, I'm dunking on 7-year-old boys, homie. You dig? This is what majority of the cats you come into on this street, that's all their claim to fame is. They are a little bit better than the dummies they were hanging around before. That's all their strength comes from. So what do they concentrate on? Because I want you to know what a strong person looks like. A strong person concentrates on the things that reinforce his strength. That might be his physique, might be, you see some cats who, got 6-pack abs, and you know what I'm saying, they just love working out, and that's where they pull their strength from. I'm not jumping on cats who work out. I work out myself. I just don't walk around with a V-neck Chauncey shirt on these streets trying to show people my chest. You know what I'm saying? I don't oil my arms up, homie. This ain't the WWE, you dig? I'm not doing all that, but I don't mind lifting weights to get stronger. But let's go into step 2 of a strong individual, because you think I'm just talking about weights. You know what I'm saying? You think I'm talking about physical strength. This cat will also emphasize to himself that he needs to be more articulate. You're talking to your boy Freeman sometimes. I'm articulate. Sometimes it's right back to the streets I came from. But, you know what I'm saying, I can be articulate, but they hang their hat on stuff. You see, and that's the key thing of a strong individual. He hangs his hat on being stronger than everybody. He hangs his hat on being more articulate than most people. He hangs his hat on being more of a charmer than most people. He hangs his hat on. When you meet anybody who hangs their hat and say, this is what I'm really about, you're looking at a strong person, okay? Because the young, the weak, and everybody else don't have a hat to hang, partner, you dig? They do not understand game, okay? But when you meet a strong person, let me help you out with this, because this is who you're going to run into in your step 1 of getting out of your situation. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give you the quickest way to get by these idiots. The quickest way to get by these cats is to say, whatever you are, homie, I appreciate what you do. And whatever that is, so if the dude want to be strong, go ahead and pump his dumb head up like you talking to a girl, woman. You dig what I'm saying? Go ahead and pump his head up. Man, he's strong, homie. You know what I'm saying? You're doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? Because if you acknowledge what he spent his time to be strong in, he gonna let down his guards and get out your way. You see what I'm saying? Because he's strong in the sense of, I can beat the weak. But he's not strong in comparison to the next cat I'm going to bring up. And this is why I said, the strong rule the weak, but the wise rule the strong. And this is the whole big shebang-a-bang of what I'm doing for you today. I'm trying to put you up on game on why you need to be the wise person in all your situations. How do we identify a wise person? A wise person knows step 1 in his game is to stay out of people's way. I know you're saying, nah, Freeman, you got to confront people. Nope, that's a strong person wanting to prove himself again. Don't get it twisted. A wise person says, this cat, you know what I'm saying, I got to get to Chattanooga. I got to stand in line with the weak people at the ticket line. I got to get past the cat on the train telling me, you got to sit here, where's your ticket? You dig what I'm saying? And I got to get to Chattanooga, partner. So I went through all 3 without causing a beef. I stand in line, don't make waves, and get my ticket, you dig? When the cat come by who got a little bit of power, you're a strong person, little bit of power, little bit of title, little bit of something, that makes him feel I'm better than everyone else. I attained something. I got a bigger degree than you. I got whatever you got. I got a better house. I got a better car than you. Acknowledge the cat. You know what I'm saying? So the ticket cat comes down the train and says, hey, yo, you know, you have your ticket. Here you go, partner. You know, in fact, I'm going to put it up on the little things. If y'all ever rode SEPTA or, you know, out here in Philly, you know, you rode the trains, you put it on the back of the seat, homie, so he can just go about his job, clipping and you know what I'm saying, getting down to the other end of the train, partner. I'm not going to get in this cat's way. I'm not going to ruffle his feathers, not because I am scared of homie, but because it is more effective, it is smarter, it is wiser for me not to ruffle feathers on the way to getting to Chattanooga. This is the key, homie, to you becoming smart at everything you do. Is identifying where you have to go, who you have to get through, and stay away from them. See, a lot of you cats, you're too young in the game. You want to puff up your chest. You want to fight everybody. You want to show that you got this. You want to show that you got a car. Again, you are in the strong man phase, the strong woman phase. I got better clothes than you. What does that mean to anybody except to the weaklings who can't get it? You see what I'm saying? So you're just only showing the weaklings. Oh, you know, I got, you know, I live here and I do this. Who are you fighting against? Who are you showing your strength to? Because if you went to the rich area, it's already 100,000 of them cats already living better than you right now. So what makes them, do you think they're strong? Because they're not on the street with you competing against the weak. They already know that they're doing better than them. They don't try to compete. They don't try to get into the middle of the crowd. They don't try to make you know who their name is all the time. You got to get that through your head. That's why I told you, the strong rule the weak, but the wise rule the strong. And let me tell you how the wise rule the strong. The biggest thing you're going to see. That was step one, is you staying out of people's way, young partner. You keeping a low profile and proceeding to get to Chattanooga, you dig? Step two of identifying what a wise person is they create the situation for the strong to show they are strong. You see what I'm saying? They create the situation for them. So let's use the WWE and that Vince McMahon cat, because he owned the WWE. And some of you cats listen and watch wrestling, and it's crazy and it's fake, but I know I watched it when I was a kid, partner. But he owns the WWE. So what does he do? He gets all these strong guys who would probably beat him up on the street, right? All these wrestlers, they would beat him to death on the street, right? But he gives them an opportunity to show how strong they are and to make money. You see what I'm saying? So they come in through the clouds and the fog and the noise and WWE Showdown, you know what I'm saying, and all this garbage on TV, and he provides an opportunity for them to be strong. Now, he has so many, he just orchestrates it like a puppet master, partner. He's so much smarter than them. He's saying, I'm just going to pimp the talent. You see what I'm saying? And none of these guys ever really want to be wise. I don't, you know, you ever meet someone who says, you know, you watch entertainment, and a cat will say, you know what, I just want to sing, you know, I don't want to do the managing, I don't want to do the scheduling, I don't want to do the, you know, the transportation, I don't want to worry about my hotels, I'm just a singer, I'm just going to get out here and sing. He's letting you know that all he got, he's a little bit stronger than everybody else, but he's not the wise one, because if he was about his chips, he would not keep giving titles to people so his chips would be dissipated. 50 grand go to the manager, 50 grand go to the scheduler, 20 grand to the personal assistant. This cat is dicing up his chips, so he can't be the smartest one. You dig? He's only the strongest one. He's stronger, or he has a talent that is better than the masses who are all majority weak. And that's who you're dealing with, homie. You're dealing with, when you deal with a wise person, he sets up the game. You dig? He creates the situation. Now, I'm trying to get you to be strong. So I want you to understand why when I talk to you about chips, I'm not talking about you having a good time. Have a good time at your own expense, partner. Go there like I do. You see me at the back of the club enjoying myself, but I am not so, man, you know, I'm not so inebriated, excited, you know what I'm saying, like a little kid who just got into college or wants to, you know, the first time their mom's going to let them go on a date, homie. I am not that excited. I enjoy it for what it is, and I dip and dodge. I come in and I get out, partner. That's it. You know what I'm saying? No Chauncey trying to show people that I'm flashy, young and flashy. I'm not into that. If you're 16, keep doing what you're doing. Just take off them skinny jeans so you stop looking like a Chauncey on these streets. Public service announcement on the Chaunciness level of you wearing jeans that look like you a woman trying to show the shape of your body. That's some Chauncey stuff. But keep it in your back pocket. Want to grow on. But what I want you to understand through this whole podcast, I broke down the weak. It's not hard to see them. They're everywhere. I broke down the strong. It's not hard to find them either, partner, but they got a little bit of power, so you're going to run into them. You know the ones you can't ever find? You can't find the wise. Because you know why the wise, you can't find the wise? They are not playing. They know to go out to this club tonight like you, young partner. Might be a little bit of danger. Why would they go? They know to go out and buy a big car, a Bentley, a Phantom, and walk and drive down the street might get them jacked. So I'm not really worried about that. They're not going to do it. You understand what I'm saying? They got control, discipline of themselves. They understand where they need to go. They understand the nature of the environment they live in. They understand this whole thing. And all they do is sit in the back and build, partner. And when you come into their spot, because you don't know who owns the House of Blues, I bet you he's a wise cat. He's putting people on. He got the weak coming in along with the strong entertaining the weak, and he's getting all the chips. Because he's smart. Because if you were smart, that's what you would do. You would create the situation for all the strong person music to be distributed all over the world. And all you got to do is wait for the checks to ring in while you sit in your office and take your kid out to the beach on a sunny Southern California day like it is today, young partner. You see what I'm saying? You got to understand what level in the game you are at. You understand? And the way to quickly evaluate it is, if you're weak, you complain all day. That's number one of the weaklings. If you're strong, you try to show other people you're strong through attention, through your clothes, through your car, through what you do. You can't go anywhere without telling people and announcing people how tough you are, how strong you are, how smart you are. That shows that you're at that middle level. You're strong. You're just better than the weak. You're not wise. The wise, who you going to run into, they might put you up on game in some of these books. The reason why most cats write these books is because they want to put you up on game, but they don't want the attention. You see what I'm saying? They don't want the attention. They know they're not going to win some writing award or something like that. They know their book is not going to be put on the New York Times bestseller. So why do they keep writing books? Because the wise want you to be put up on game. You know what I'm saying? It's the same reason that your boy Freeman right now is sitting there talking to you. Because I could sit here and disappear into the wind and you would never run into me. I guarantee it, young partner, because I'm not at the places you would be at. You understand what I'm saying? I just don't get down like that. I don't like to have women messing up my life. You don't hear no craziness and no chaos coming out the Freeman camp, young partner. You know what I'm saying? I grew up. You know what I'm saying? I saw the levels in the game that I needed to mature and matriculate to, and I attacked them. I went after them. I created the opportunity for other people to get put on. So I could sit here in front of a computer and put you up on game on a nice Sunday, you know what I'm saying, watching the NCAA as Tennessee went down. That's how real time I'm talking to you, young partner. You know what I'm saying? If y'all watching the NCAA, you know I was watching it. I was watching the Butler-Duke game right now as we speak. Or the Baylor, whoever the team is. But what I want you to get, if you step into the game of the wise, because that's where you want to be, that's where I'm trying to get you to be. I'm trying to get you to think for yourself, young partner. The wise don't complain when they're at the low level. The wise don't show off and play around with people when they're on the strong level. The wise disappear and live on the beach and don't have no problems and no beef with nobody, because they know they're not over here messing up in these streets, and they know they're smart enough to stay out of other people's way. It's like when you're a young man, let's say you play basketball. I grew up playing basketball. You know what I'm saying? And a youngin comes into the game and he wants to, sometimes they want to beat you. And you know that you need to give him a little bit of self-esteem. So what you do, you make the game close because you want to help him to get out of his situation. That's because you are wiser than him. You know what he needs to move to the next level. You know it. Now, if you were strong, guess what you would do? Don't ever step on this court. This is like Rucker Park. You know what I'm saying? With all this stupidity, showing that you a high school, a playground hero. What does that accomplish, homie? Because if you had the skills to get paid, you would have went there. So there really is no high school or playground hero or legend, only to the weak. Because to the person who is strong, he's already in the NBA. And to the wise, he said, I'm not even going to play basketball. I'm just going to buy the team like my boy Michael Jordan. Look at Michael Jordan as he bought the Bobcats. That is exactly what I'm telling you, the stages you got to get through. He went from player to manager to getting dicked out of the Washington Wizards game to going over to Bob Johnson over at the Bobcats to putting himself in the position to be owner, to put other people on. And if you listen to that press conference he had, what he said, I'm going to deliver a good product to the consumer. That does not sound like a basketball player telling you he's going to entertain you. That sounds like a wise man who understands chips. So I congratulate Michael Jordan on moving up, because I always throw on Michael Jordan because I didn't like that Nike deal. He could have really, got some real chips if he would have just said, I'm going to make my own tennis shoe. But I'm glad he recovered and still climbed the mountain and went up and took care of business. Now he owned the team. Now he's putting other people on. Now when you drive into Charlotte, you get to go to the game that a black man owns. Real chips, partner. Not that game, not that craziness, not that stupidness, not puffing his chest saying, I'm a better businessman than Magic Johnson. Who cares? Let your chips and what you accomplish and what you build speak for itself. That's what the wise man does. You dig? If you walked up to a man and he told you he owned, let's say Weeder, the weights, right? And you was like, man, I see those weights everywhere. Because he already proved that he is a smarter businessman than you. He didn't even have to prove that he was strong, even though he's selling weights and dumbbells and things like that. He just already has the game set up. He did not say anything to you. From this point on, whenever you think of Michael Jordan, it's self-evident that this cat is smart. It's self-evident that he's wiser than most of the other players that ever came through the NBA. Jerry West didn't get to own a team. Wilt Chamberlain. All these people who came before, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Isaiah Thomas, none of these cats have done what he's done. He is a step above, a cut above these cats when it comes to his brain, his thinking. That's what you got to be. Because as long as you're at the bottom, you're complaining that the tickets are too high at the Bobcat game. As long as you're strong, you're going to complain that the ownership doesn't recognize me as the greatest player and gives me $100 million. You dig? The wise man sits on top and he writes the checks. He makes the way for other people to express themselves. He gets out of their way and their stupidity and their ignorance, because he knows all these other things that they choose to think means money does not. Because once you're wise, you create the situation for money to create itself. You dig? That's what you concentrate on. That's what this chip game is about. That's what real money is about. Not sitting here happy to get a check from someone else, but you creating a situation for you to give your own self a check. And then to provide checks to others, homie. You dig? This is what makes you wise. This is what makes you strong. This is what makes you the combination of all three, because you learn the lessons. So to wrap this all up, sit down, think about what level in the game you're at. Because if you're complaining every day about your job, most likely you're weak. If you're walking around showing everybody that you got a better car, you have a better house, or you live in a better neighborhood, most likely you're strong, but only stronger than the weak. If you're putting other people up on stuff, and not in a swindling way, but you're providing information, you're helping them out, you're showing them the way, most likely you're wise. You dig? Because there's not a lot of wise men and wise women coming down from the mountaintop sharing game with you cats. That's why I encourage you to get up and read these books. Booker T. Washington. You know what I'm saying? Read these books. Cats have been to the mountaintop. A.G. Gaston. People who've been to the mountaintop, homie. They're coming back and telling you how to discipline yourself and not engage in total stupidity of the masses, of the weak, and the garters of the weak, which are the strong. So, let me put the big one out there, homie. I want you to be wise. You dig? The wise rule everybody. The wise is the king. You dig? He's the king of the castle. And he has the strong are his warriors that beat up the weak the regular people out on the street and make sure no one can touch the king. They would die for the king because the strong make money from the king. So they don't want to lose their position because they're caught up in being the most flamboyant, the outlandish, the greatest with the clothes. They got some kick game. When you hear these things where people say, I got good kick game, when they're talking about shoes, you know that, man, that's not someone who talks about chips. You dig? And I know some of you cats are young in the game, and hang in there, young partner. I'm going to get you up. When other people talk about, don't get me wrong, someone comes to me and say, hey, you like these shoes? I say, yeah, those are cool, man. You know what I'm saying? But I do not think that when I wear those shoes, people are gonna say, "Man, you know that cat is about it. He's smart. He's." I know. I don't put on any pair of shoes thinking that, because the only people you are impressing, I know I can hear it in the background. I know some of y'all saying the only people you are impressing are the weak who cannot figure out how to do it for themselves. You are not impressing the wise. In fact, the wise think you're stupid for even going down that road to buy that shoe, to buy that car, to show off that way. You dig? Absorb the game, partner. Rewind this one. This was a heavy hitter for you. Absorb the game, rewind this one, and just tell yourself, which one am I? Next time, partner.